then baby, it's
You
off
think
with your
Prince
head.
Harry and Meghan Markle are listening to this song right now?
It's on their workout playlist.
Yeah, probably. 8:16, time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning. Morning, guys.
So Prince Harry has been making the rounds in the media, doing some press for his new book. It is already breaking sales records. He was on Colbert talking about it. What did he have to say?
So many things. So as far as breaking records, in its first day, it sold 1.4 million copies.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Biggest selling ever for a nonfiction book in the UK. And they originally printed 2 million copies of the book, and it's already in its second run, and it's only been 2 days since it came out. And I was watching the BBC yesterday, and they said that a lot of the bookkeepers there are saying that the last time they saw this big of a frenzy at the bookstore was for Harry Potter.
That's what I was going to say. You know it's big when it's beating Harry Potter in the UK.
There has to be a Harry involved.
Yeah, so it's doing really, really well numbers wise. You know, everybody's buying this thing. They're reading it. He's doing the whole press circuit. He was on Colbert. And probably my favorite part of the entire interview is when he decided to share that he does, in fact, watch The Crown on Netflix.
Ooh.
Not only, though, does he watch The Crown, he said he has to fact check it because he wants to know if what he's seeing is actually correct. And he kind of was a little shady, like, it's not always right. And then he said that's why it's so important that he makes sure history gets it right with his story. And that's why he's putting a book out.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay.
Are you going to buy this book? Is this one that you would read?
Am I going to buy it?
Or are you going to wait to hear just what people say?
No,
I'm not going to buy it either.
Maybe
but...
I'll rent it.
Are you guys going to buy it?
Okay, so I had it in my cart at Target, all right, and it's $25. And I looked at the book, and then I looked at my groceries, and then I looked at the book, and I put it back, and I was like, wait till my next payday. So I'm going to buy it. I just haven't yet, but there's all this other juicy stuff. And if you're on TikTok, people are doing dramatic readings where they just go live, and it's fabulous. So I'm kind of getting all the without having to, you know, give up name brand baloney for a couple days.
Well, I mean, I think
TikTok reading.
That's the thing. I think we're at the point where he's doing the interview circuit. We're hearing so many excerpts that are coming from this book. Do we really need to buy it at this point? Everything is starting to leak out. But hear me out. What I really want to see is a watch along with Prince Harry where he watches The Crown and tells you whether those things actually happened or didn't happen. I think that's next on his media stoppage
He
tour.
should do a podcast like that because they have, you know, like the office ladies have a podcast, right, where they rewatch different episodes of The Office and then they talk about behind the scenes and what it was like to shoot that.
They do?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I would get a kick out of that.
It's a fun podcast.
Pam and Angela, yeah, it's really, really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he should do that. He and Meghan should like watch an episode of The Crown and then podcast about it. That I would definitely listen to.
He could totally fact check it, but at this point now, if he tries to call any of those family members to be like, "Now, did this happen?" I'm pretty sure they're going to ignore his call.
No one is answering his calls.
Who is Prince Harry?
Yeah, there've been some interesting, also some clips from, because he did the recording of the audio version of this book. So there have been some interesting readings, sections of the book that have also been on TikTok.
Sparked some interest, I'm sure.
I think you can get the highlights on social media right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Pretty much.
Well, to American royalty, Tom Hanks, he's weighing in on some pretty interesting debates in Hollywood. Emily called, what did you call?
So the nepotism debate, people refer to these kids as nepo babies.
Nepo babies.
Yeah, and it's a big thing right now on social media where people are getting frustrated because everybody in Hollywood, it feels like, is related to somebody else in Hollywood. That's how they all get their starts, how they get their roles, how they get their movies. And Tom Hanks has a movie called A Man Called Otto that's out right now. And in it, his son Truman plays a younger version of him. So he did an interview with E.T. where he was asked about it. And he basically said that you have family businesses in the car industry, the shoe industry, like all industries have family businesses. It's not just Hollywood, which is overwhelmingly frustrating because I don't know why they don't just admit it. Just say, yeah, it is an unfair advantage, but I'm going to give my kid the best I can. Because when you stop to think about it, you've got like Jamie Lee Curtis is a Nepo baby. You've got Nicolas Cage, like everybody you could think of, Gwyneth Paltrow. They all are related to somebody else famous. Kate Hudson.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the list is pretty long. I mean, we could keep going too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people's frustration with it, isn't that it's there, because to his point, there are family businesses in every industry. It's just the fact that no one in Hollywood seems to be willing to acknowledge that it is a huge advantage over somebody else who wants to go into acting or try to make it in Hollywood and doesn't have those connections.
Well, that, and there's nobody who's like getting a dream in a cardigan and moving across the country trying to get to Skechers or work in a shoe factory. You know what I mean? Like with Hollywood, you have people that this is like their aspiration their whole life. Like, I want to be in the movies. I want to be famous.
Right.
And then you find out, oh, well, there we go. That person got that role again.
It's not a normal family business. I mean, it's something that happens in our industry too. I mean, there are jobs where you see like, oh, what's the experience that person has for this job? And you look at it, none. Who's their
When
their
I got out
parent?
of college, it was not shocking the people who got internships in top 10 markets because their dad was a meteorologist
everywhere.
for 20 years, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, but there's got to be a little bit of an semblance of talent and productivity that goes behind it because, you know, Truman Hanks, I haven't seen this movie. I'm sure he's great, but explain to me Chet Hanks because he can't get a job to save his life.
Do we have to explain Chet Hanks to you, Mike? Have you seen him on a red carpet? We don't have to explain Chet.
We also don't have the time. We are literally 10 seconds out from break. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, friends.
You can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.